I hope you all have assignments with you. Make sure to keep your assignments with you because we're gonna calculate something, right? So, but before we move on to the assignments, I want to give you quick ideas for your assignments. So let me explain you. So remember that in your assignments, um, so we are discussing about assignment 2, right? In assignment 2, of course, we are talking about learning outcome 3, right? If you have a look your assignments, in your learning outcome 3, you have only one task, right? Which is task 4. 4 or 5, that's not a problem because one student, she said that in our assignment 1 we have a task 4, but in assignment 2 we start from task 4 again, right? So it could be task 5. It's not a issue. The task number is not an issue, right? So in this task, you have, of course, you have bank reconciliation statement, right? You need to prepare bank reconciliation statement. If you have a look your assignments, which I will show you later, in your assignments, you have 3 situations, right? Situation 1, 2, and situation 3. So which means you're gonna prepare 3 different bank reconciliation statement. There is no any connection among all these 3 different situations, all right? So you prepare 3 different BRS, or keep them separate. Don't merge all BRS at the same time, right? So that's the thing that you need to keep in your mind when you're doing your assignments. And second thing, in your assignments, when you prepare BRS, you're gonna use both method, right? Use both methods, right? Methods. You're gonna use without and with, right? Without and with. So again, in without, you're gonna prepare just BRS, bank reconciliation statement, without, right? Just you're gonna prepare bank reconciliation statement, positive column, negative column, so on, right? And in with, you're gonna prepare only cash accounts, right? So you're gonna do both in every situations. So in every situation, you will prepare bank reconciliation statement, and which is without, right? And in the same situation, you're gonna make adjustment in your cash accounts, right? So cash account means using a transaction. So here is a debit side, here is a credit side, like as normally we used to do that, right? If cash increase, you will write down in this column. If cash decrease, you write down in this column. So whatever you are writing in your positive column, right, you will write down here. Whatever you are writing in negative column, you will write down in cash. So it's quite straightforward. So, but again, do not simply copy and paste it because you have to explain your cash accounts. The explanation of cash accounts are gonna be different than the explanation of bank reconciliation statement. But of course, again, your balance of cash accounts and bank reconciliation statement, positive, negative, this is BRS, right? Right, so your balance, no matter here or here, this is the balance, And same thing, you're gonna get some balance probably here, right? So your balance for cash accounts and bank reconciliation statement gonna be same, right? No matter which method you use, with or without. But again, your explanation in bank reconciliation statement will be different than explanation of cash account. So when I will explain to you, then you will make sure you focused more, right? So this is the thing that you have to keep in your mind, right? Uh, and another thing regarding your assignment two is your submission deadline. Could you please tell me, I don't remember, what is your deadline I decided for assignment two? It's 11th of May. Okay. So we have plenty of time. So if we count from today, because we're gonna start our assignments from today, then 1, 2, 3. So you have more than 3 weeks, and I believe that's enough for you to complete your assignments, right? So we will see how we go. If I feel that still you need a one more week extra, then I may extend your or postpone your deadline, right? But until now, we stick to the 11th of May. So we make process in our assignments as per 11th of May, right? So let's start with your assignment situation 1. So open your assignments. That is your assignments. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Uh, okay. So in your assignment, so deadline maybe we decide later. It's 11th of May. That's your learning outcome. So learning outcome 3, which is about bank reconciliation process, prepared number of bank reconciliations. Right? So we have 3 in this assignments. Right? For learning outcome 4 is about reconcile control accounts. So I have to teach you what is a control account and how we're going to reconcile it, right? So, and of course, if you require, we may need suspense accounts. But until now, you have no knowledge about this one, so you don't worry. We will talk later about learning outcome 4. So here is your task 4. So as I said, in your task 4, so task 4 or 5, maybe it's 5. Because assignment 1, you have task 1 to task 4. So task 5, you have 3 situations, right? Situation 1, the preparations, the dates for situation 1 is the 31st of December 2019, and this is bank balance overdraft. So balance, overdraft balance, right? Cash book, right? Overdraft balance, cash book. So this is situation 1. Situation 2, which is 31st of May 2019, balance as per bank, right? As per passbook, right? This is cash book, and here is balance as per passbook, right? Which is overdraft, right? So it's an overdraft balance. And then we have some of the transactions that we have to use it to make adjustments to prepare your bank reconciliation statement and cash accounts. And situation 3 is December uh, 2017, right? And we have some informations here, right? And finally, it says that bank statement for the month of December showing a credit balance, right? Bank statement, credit balance. So means passbook credit balance. And you know that in the previous session, I explained you the meaning of debit credit for passbook is different than the cash book, right? It's the opposite uh, uh, balances. If the cash book, we call it debit balance, which means passbook is a credit balance, right? So so we have these three situations. So in this session, we will discuss all these three situations. So you're gonna tell me one by one these situations that uh, what will be the impacts uh, of these transactions for bank reconciliation statement, and then you will also prepare a cash account. So we will do bank reconciliation statement because cash accounts is it's very simple. But once you got the bank reconciliation information, then we will make changes in the cash accounts. But remember one thing in the cash account is, keep in your mind, if your cash accounts do not affect, if any of these transactions, let's say we have a 10 transactions here, if these 10 transactions do not give impacts on your cash accounts, of course, you don't have to record in your cash accounts. Maybe that transaction is recorded in your bank reconciliation statement, but it doesn't mean that same transaction will be recorded in your cash account. So you have to be careful about these things. So make sure you don't make mistake about it. So let's start with the first situation. So, of course, I'm not gonna tell you what is the impacts. You have to find by yourself. But of course, if you are wrong, then I will help you to fix it, right? So let's start with the first. So make sure you keep recording in your notepad. So bank balance overdraft as per cash book, right? You know that where you have to write. Okay. Now, number two. So one more thing, when you are preparing your bank reconciliation statement, let's say here, bank reconciliation statement, this is plus columns, minus column. In the first column, I suggest you start giving these numbers, right? Whatever particulars number, transaction number you have. So make sure you start giving the numbers here, right? So the reason is that if we are making any kind of mistake, so easy for us to find the impact directly, go to that transaction and check whether we are making mistakes or not, right? So make sure you give the particulars. Okay. So transaction 2, check recorded for collection but not sent to the bank. What do you think? Check recorded for collection but not sent to the bank.
Negative item, right?
Negative. I'm not going to tell you right now negative or positive. So whatever answers you are giving, I'm writing here, and then you will calculate, and then you will tell me the answer, and I will tell you my answer. Then we will check, and then we will find out which transaction we made a mistake. So that's why make sure you start giving a number. So let's say one is overdraft balance of cash book, which is of course negative, right? And then number two, whatever. Right? So you said negative, right? So I write down here negative, right? Okay. Number three. Number three is credit sides of cash book cost short of $1,000. What do you think? Credit sides of cash book is lack of cost short. Cost short means lack of, right? Lack of. So credit sides of cash book is a lack of $1,000. So what do you think? Positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. Okay. So negative. This one also negative. Okay. Premium on proprietor's life insurance policy paid on standing order. In simple words, you paid for insurance premium $5,000. Positive, negative.
Positive.
Number four is, in simple words, number four is insurance premium paid, $5,000. Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive?
Belas. Yeah.
Positive or negative? Plus or minus?
Belas.
Plus? Everybody plus?
I'm minus.
Minus?
Negative.
Some negative, some positive. So I'm writing both. Positive or negative. Some said positive, some said negative. Okay, so number four is finished. Number five, bank charges recorded twice in the cash book. Remember, bank charges are your expense, right? Bank charges are your expenditures. They recorded two times in the cash book.
Belas.
Plus, everybody plus? Anybody minus? Everybody plus? Okay, so plus. Number six, customers check returned by the bank as dishonored. So which means, for example, me, this is my bank reconciliation statement, situation one. So my bank told me that whatever check you receive from your customer to get a payments, that check is dishonored. So what should I do in my cash or in my bank reconciliation statement? You understand situation six? My check not dishonored. The check I received from customer, that check dishonored. So my bank told me that your customer, your account receivable check is dishonored.
Positive.
Positive? Everybody positive?
Yes.
Okay. Customer check return balance. Very positive. Okay. Next, number 7. Bills receivable collected by the bank directly on behalf of company. 20,000.
Positive.
Positive. Everybody positive? Okay. Positive. Number 8. Check received entered twice in the cash book. 6,000.
Negative.
Negative.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody negative. Check received entered twice. Negative. Okay. So number 8 finished. Number 9. Check issued. Check issued. Now, issued means we are writing a check. We are making a payment, right? Check issued but dishonored on technical grounds. 3,000. Check dishonored.
Positive. Positive.
Positive.
Yes.
Everybody positive? Okay. Now, number 10, the last. A check deposited into the bank of worth 45,000, actually say dollars. So forget to dollars. Check deposited into bank worth of $45,000 and but 8,000 check was not collected by bank.
Negative.
Negative. If negative, then how much?
8,000.
8,000 negative. Everybody 8,000 negative. Negative 8,000. Anybody got another number, another amount for transaction 10?
Yes.
Okay. So let's check. Okay. So make sure you're writing in your bank reconciliation columns. Right? So the first one is bank balance overdraft. Of course, that's negative, negative column of your bank reconciliation statement, right? Second transaction, check recorded for collection, but not sent to bank, right? So which means in my cash accounts, so cash book and passbook. Transaction 2, I check recorded for collection means here positive, no changes here, so we minus. That's right. Number 3, credit sides of cash book short 1,000. Credit side means, so credit sides, debit sides. Credit side means down, debit means up. So credit sides of cash book cost short 1,000. So means we need to add 1000 because short of 1000. If you write down here short of, 1000, which means it's reduced. So means minus negative 1000, which is right. Number 4, premium on proprietor's life insurance policy paid on standing order 5,000. So in simple words, paid insurance. If you're paying insurance, what will be the impacts on cash accounts? Of course, negative, right? So number 4 is negative impact. Number 5, bank charges recorded twice in cash book is normally paid one time or paid once in a year or depends. But here we paid twice. So means we minus 2 times. In order to make balance equal, we will add back. So means we add here. So plus. Number 6, customers check returned by bank as dishonored. Okay. Now, what does it mean? It means we receive a check. Means I make transaction here. I receive a check, right? And I set check I send to the bank, and I believe that money will be comes in my bank accounts, but it's dishonored. So what I have to do to make balance equal, I have to minus. So number 6, this is wrong. Minus, right? Number 7, bills receivable collected by the bank directly on behalf of company. So means company is receiving, bank is receiving money from customer, which means money directly comes in my bank account. So I will also plus in my cash accounts. Right. So that means 20,000 plus. That's right. Number 8, check received entered twice in the cash book. Right. So we receive one time, but by mistake we enter twice. So in order to make balance equal, we will minus, which is right. Number 9, check issued but dishonored on technical grounds, which is 3,000. So in simple language, we issued check, but check dishonored, so we will add back. Number 9 plus. Next, a check deposit in a bank worth of 45, right? But in this 45, only $8,000 was not collected by bank. So I was hoping that I received all money, right? I was hoping I received all money. I was hoping that I received 45. But in my bank, I received 45 minus 8. So in my bank, this money in. So 8,000 lakh in my bank. So I will minus 8,000. So that's right. Minus 8,000. All right. So that is your bank reconciliation statement. All right. Positive and negative. So now quickly tell me, what is the answer as per bank reconciliation statement? So tell me, what is the answer? $90,900. Everybody got same 90,900. Okay, so what is the answer? 90,900. Everybody got the same number.
Can you say again about the 10th transaction?
Okay, 10th transaction. So 10th transaction says that a check deposited in the bank worth of $45,000, but in this 45,000, we receive only 8,000. I mean, sorry, we did not receive 8,000. So rest is received, right? Okay. So which means we received 17,000, right? So we can say that. So we have it's not working. So I think I write down here. You can see that here. So you can see that here. So here, cash book, then I check deposit. So I think my money comes in my accounts. So which means I plus 45,000 in my cash book. But bank did not receive all 45. So which means bank did not receive 8. So among 45, I mean, in this 45, bank did not receive 8. So means bank did not receive 8. So the difference is 8,000. So I will minus 8,000 in order to make balance equal. Right? Because of 8,000, there is an imbalance. Because here is 45 and here is 17. Oh, no, not 17, sorry. 37. So 37. So here I got 37. Here I got 45. In order to make balance equal, I have to subtract 8,000. So that's why I'm doing the same thing here. I subtract 8,000, right, to make balance equal, right? Everybody got it? Bank reconciliation statement?
Yes.
Okay. So now I want you to prepare cash accounts. I want that everybody prepare cash accounts. So in order to prepare cash accounts, I think I have to so I will prepare cash accounts here. Okay. So we can put the cash accounts here. So I'm not gonna write the. I mean, you're gonna tell me debit or credit side, so I will write down here. Right? If you make a mistake, I will help you to fix it. Okay. So the first one is bank. So this is a debit side, and this is the credit side. So we're preparing a cash balance. So bank balance overdraft as per cash book. Tell me, debit or credit side? 80,000, debit or credit?
Credit.
Credit. So 80,000. Next is number 2 is 10,000. Debit or credit?
Credit.
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 10,000 credit. Next is number 3 is 1,000. Debit, credit?
Credit.
Credit 1,000. And number 4, 5,000.
Credit.
Credit, which is 5,000. And number 6, debit or credit, 4,000.
You missed the fifth transaction.
Number 5, sorry, bank charges, 100. Debit or credit?
Debit.
Debit. Okay. Number 6, 4,000. Debit, credit?
Credit.
Credit, 4,000. Number 7, bills receivable, 20,000.
Debit.
Debit, 20,000. Debit. Next, number 8, check received twice, 6,000. Debit, credit?
Credit.
Credit, 6,000. And number 9, check dishonored, 3,000.
Debit.
Debit. And the last, number 10, which is
Credit.
1,000. Debit, credit?
Credit.
Credit. So then you can check the balance, right? So can you tell me, according to your bank reconciliation statement, so according to your bank reconciliation statement, this is the balance as per passbook, right? Positive or negative? Positive column, negative column.
Debit column.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive.
Positive column, that's right. Positive column. And here, answer will be same, but balance is negative, which is 90,000. How much? 900, right?
900. 900.
900. According to cash book, 90,900 is credit as per cash book. And if you have a look bank reconciliation statement, balance as per passbook, it's a positive. Positive means passbook debit, right? So you can see that passbook debit means cash book credit. So cash book running out of cash 90,900. Running out of cash in bank 90,900. Balance equal, problem solved. If you're looking at your cash accounts, if you look at this number, and you make a decision, you're not going to make a mistake. Why? Because your bank accounts also show the same number too. So that's the purpose of bank reconciliation statement, in order to avoid any other kinds of misunderstanding between the balances of cash book and the passbook, right? So that's your with and without method for situation 1, right? So my suggestion for you is, make sure when you explain it, you have to explain differently. When you, of course, you will prepare, you show me, you give me all the theoretical information, like as I give you before, right? I'll mention in the outline, right? So after theoreticals, you come to the calculation parts. In calculation, you will start showing the without method, which means you prepare bank reconciliation statement like we just did it, and then you explain it, right? Explanation of every single transaction is important. You have to explain that why you are writing for example, this particular number in the negative column. Why are you doing that? You have to explain it. All the transaction you have to explain. So explanation is very important. And then you move on to the cash accounts. Then you're gonna give explanation. But cash account explanation not gonna be very detailed. It's much more shorter compared to bank reconciliation statement, right? Because in cash you don't have to tell negative is a credit or positive is a debit, right? So just you have to simply say that cash reduced by that reason, this is 80,000 is credited, all right? And cash increase, or we have to add it back 20,000, so that's why we adding in the debit side, something like this, all right? So that's your situation 1, all right? Anybody has any question regarding situation 1?
Hey, teacher.
Yep.
Can you please explain for me the transaction 5 and 6 again?
Transaction 5 and 6. Okay. Bank charges recorded twice in the cash book, right? So we have cash book, we have passbook, right? Actually, my bank charges are 100 because it's charged by bank. So bank minus 100. But when I am going to minus bank charges from my cash accounts, by mistake, I minus 200 because it says twice. It's a 1, but multiplied by 2 is become 200, right? So it's twice. So balance is not equal. In order to make balance equal, because bank did not make mistakes, we assume that because we are focusing here on the cash book, right? So here, no any mistakes. So, but we are adding 100 extra. I mean, we have to add 100 extra in order to make balance equal. So by that reason, I have to plus 100 here. If I plus 100 here, now my balance become 100, which is equals to this 100. So that's the reason we will plus 100. Plus 100. So that is the transaction 5, right? Transaction 6, customer check returned by bank as dishonor, right? Customer check. So we have cash book, we have passbook. Customer check. So means I'm a company, I receive a check from customer. So what I do when I receive a check from customer? So I will send this check to my bank in order to amounts credited in my bank accounts, right? So I receive a check. In simple words, for my cash point of view, I receive cash, I receive money. So what I did, I increased my cash accounts, right? I increased my cash accounts. But when check goes to bank, it's dishonored. So means there is no any money in, of course, not out from my bank accounts. So balance is not equal because money has an in my bank accounts, but cash I already enter in, right? So in order to make balance equal, I will minus 4,000. So now balance 0 means no changes. Here 0, balance equal. Right? So we did the same thing, minus. All right. So that is number 6. Is it clear?
Yes, thanks.
Okay. So that's all about your situation 1. So you already understand how to deal with all these kind of things. So anybody has any other question? Anybody has any question? Say something, any question regarding situation 1?
I think no.
No question. Okay. So for situation 2 and 3, I leave it to you. So I want you to do this situation 2 and 3 by yourself, right? And then we will check the answers of this situation 2 and situation 3. So I think that's all for this session. So because if I will do it better, you do it as your homework, all right? Situation 2 and situation 3. So which means in the next session we will finish this learning outcome, and of course I have to just check your situation 2 and 3 in the next session. So I will also give you the outline. So I believe next week we will finish our learning outcome 3, right? So that's all for this session. So if nobody has question, then can we stop?
Yes.
So we stop here. So I'll see you next week.
Yes. See you next week.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.